Now, as every year, I'm joined by some of our pro-life legislative heroes on this stage. I'd like next to welcome to the stage a strong pro-life advocate serving both the people of the 1st Congressional District of Louisiana and his colleagues as the House Republican Whip, Congressman Steve Scalise.
Tens of thousands of people coming to Washington to march for life. Thank you for coming. What a special treat that was to have the most pro-life president, Donald Trump, come and make history by addressing this group. Just think about this contrast. In 2013, Barack Obama became the first president to address Planned Parenthood's annual conference. Today, Donald Trump became the first president to address the March for Life. Don't tell me that elections don't have consequences. You know what's at stake. And for all these young people, it is wonderful to see so many young people out here as part of this movement. Thank you for coming. If you're 18 or older, register to vote. If you're almost 18, get ready because we need you in this fight, and you are in this fight. Thank you. I'm so proud. I'm also so proud to be from the great state of Louisiana, which was, go Tigers. We're not just #1 in football, but we were just rated the #1 most pro-life state. And why? It's because we're not afraid to stand up for life. Marching for life is not a revolutionary idea. In fact, when you think about those 3 inalienable rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, it's no coincidence that they put the first among those to be the right for life. But a few years ago, President Trump alluded to this. We started hearing stories out of New York, the governor of Virginia, talking about how they in their states want to now make it legal to kill a baby after it is born alive outside of the womb. They think they can call that abortion. We know what it is. It's murder to kill a baby born alive outside the womb. Yet, in many states right now, it's not illegal. And that is why we are fighting to pass the Born Alive Act. For those people that question whether or not this happens, I know later today you're going to hear from 2. I want to give a shout out to Melissa Oden and Claire Colwell, survivors of attempted abortions who are here with us to tell their story. You know God has a plan for you when you survive an attempted abortion. I know y'all are going to want to hear that story. But God has a plan for all of you as well. That's why you're here marching for life. You know, my friend Ann Wagner from Missouri, where are our friends from Missouri? Ann Wagner filed a bill called the Born Alive Survivors Protection Act. This bill makes it illegal anywhere in the country to kill a baby once it's born alive outside the womb. We know that we need to protect life at every stage. So we filed this bill. Let me tell you what the bill does. It says anywhere in the country, even if a state has a law like New York, it is illegal to kill a baby born alive outside the womb. Yet, our bill has been blocked from a vote on the House floor by Speaker Nancy Pelosi. I guess she doesn't have a lot of fans here, but we've asked now over 80 times to bring that bill to the floor, and she's blocked it every single time. Special interests in the abortion industry are working with Nancy Pelosi, who continues to block this from bringing it on the floor. But I filed a discharge petition. This is a seldom used legislative tool to go around Speaker Pelosi and force a vote on the Born Alive Survivors Act. Now, it takes 218 signatures to get this bill to the floor. Do you know, when we filed that discharge petition, it set a record for the most signatures on the first day of a discharge in the history of Congress, with over 190 signatures. Now, this should be a bipartisan issue. This should be an easy bill to get to the floor. But every Republican now has signed that discharge. We have 3 Democrats, so we're at 204 signatures. We only have 14 to go. There are a lot of people out there who ran for office saying they would be pro-life. You are not pro-life if you don't sign the discharge petition. So I've got something I want to ask each and every one of you to do. When you leave here, please call your member of Congress. And you can see where they are, by the way. You can go to our website at republicanwhip.gov. Go to the website and you can see if your member of Congress has signed the discharge petition. If they're on it, please call and thank them. But if they're not on that discharge petition, ask them why they're not, but most importantly, encourage them to sign that discharge petition. We need a vote on the House floor. We will pass that bill if it comes up on the House floor. Now, let me ask this. Do you support the Born Alive Act? Should we protect babies who are born alive outside the womb? Are we going to let Nancy Pelosi stop us from getting a vote on this bill? Let them hear it on the Hill. So go to the website, republicanwhip.gov. Look up your member of Congress. You can get directly engaged in this. That will make a difference. If we get 218, it won't just pass with 218. This bill will get over 300 votes. But there are a lot of members of Congress hiding behind Speaker Pelosi to block them. We will not let that happen. So let me tell you, what this represents is so important to see this kind of showing on the floor. What we need to do to stand up for life doesn't end. In fact, we come here to stand up for life, to send a message to everybody else. Nobody said this was going to be easy, but you didn't march here because this is easy. You marched here because the pro-life values that we stand for today are the values that we represent and who we are as a country. This is what America is about. We stand for life. You marched here because you want to stand up and fight for life. We're not just going to march, though. We're going to march, and we are going to win this fight to march for life. So thank you for coming to stand up for life. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless this great pro-life movement to march for life. Thank you.